Guess what time it is? It's time for Meet a Scientist Monday, that exciting segment where we talk about real people who are doing real science around the world, not just old dead white guys from a long time ago. Today, our focus is a scientist by the name of Reanna Day. She is an FBI special agent, which of course is super exciting to imagine working on criminal cases at the federal level, trying to catch criminals and do good work that way. So specifically, she's working with the forensics department that FBI uses to catch criminals. So she is focusing on the side where she's trying to prove that the people did the crime they're being accused of. So that's considered the prosecution side. So she's collecting evidence, trying to make sure it's collected accurately so that the other side can't argue that it should get thrown out or that it shouldn't be counted. So carefully collecting evidence, whether it's data, whether it's actual sample pieces. You know, it could be skin from underneath the fingernails of a victim. It could be hair that they found left at a crime scene. It could be body fluids. It could be phone call data. It could be a piece of cloth that they can analyze. There's lots and lots of data around that forensics idea. So being that FBI special agent, it is kind of like, you know, some of those crime show TVs that you watch, only she's doing it for real. So if that interests you, being some sort of related to FBI, collecting data, you know, in this case, also analyzing data, that's absolutely what we've been working on in our science classes. So if that interests you, here's what you're probably going to need to do. You're going to get some kind of a bachelor's degree probably, and maybe some sort of experience somewhere. Now, the cool thing is that a lot of times to be an FBI agent, you don't have to be a scientist or have a criminal, like police background, or really, it's really anything. They just kind of want a variety of people. You do need to be at least 23 years old to be an FBI special agent. If you decide to do this, you have your degree. Let's say you got a degree in business and then you worked at some company for a few years and decided you weren't really interested in that. So you're 23 years old, you look into this. What you're going to do is you're going to have some sort of application where they probably do some background check. They maybe look into some of your work history, maybe some grades, maybe some stuff about college. And then probably you're going to go through some testing, which ranges from a fitness and weapons handling test to some sort of written test. So fitness and weapon handling, you know, if you're out on the field or you're out on a crime scene, they want to make sure that you're going to be safe. You can move around quickly, that you can handle weapons safely to protect yourself and to protect the other people you're working with. Even the victim, they want to make sure the victim doesn't get hurt because you did something wrong. And then the written tests, these might be questions about law. They might be questions about situation, like if this happened, what would you do? So those are the kinds of things they're going to be looking for. So not even one specific skill, but kind of a lot of like cool different skills. Depending on where you work and so FBI doesn't mean you just have to be working in Washington, D.C. You could be at different places around the nation. So it really depends on where you are and what you're doing. If you're a field agent, maybe that's more than if you actually work in a desk all the time or at an office. So $43,000 to $63,000, not necessarily the highest paying science jobs we've talked about, but maybe sometimes it's worth it because you're doing something, you're really making sure you're keeping people safe and doing lots of interesting work. Sometimes is worth more than just that paycheck. But this is a pretty healthy paycheck in terms of being able to afford, you know, supporting a family or, you know, buying groceries or paying rent or car payments or those kinds of things. You could survive on that pretty well. So Reanna Day is our focus for today, FBI Special Agent. Thanks for listening. Bye.